Hey friends, so I have a new freebie on my website, a new download. I actually read that Brene Brown book. It's called, I think, Into the Wilderness, and it was so good. And this was the last line of the book. And so I had it made into an art print for my friend for her birthday. And I thought, okay, so I totally want to offer this as a free download on my website. So if you download it, you will see this file, which is just regular black and white. And then you'll also see this file, which is like a PNG file. And I want to show you a couple ways that you can customize this so that you can print it and kind of make it your own thing. So the first thing that I wanted to show you was just using a regular color mask or a color overlay. So because this is like so stark, it will work very well for this function. So we're going to come over here to the layers palette, and I'm just going to create a background layer. So this little icon right here, it creates a new blank layer, and I can click that and drag that down so that it's below the layer. So yeah. Then I'm going to choose this top layer. I'm going to come down to the FX and I'm going to choose color overlay, and it's going to open this little thing, and you can see that it changed everything to red. So you can click right here and you can change it to whatever color you want. So I'm going to just change it to regular white and hit OK. And now you have white over here. And then let's say that you wanted, I'm going to choose my move tool up here. Let's say that you wanted these clouds to be your background. And I just got these images off of Unsplash. That's a really good resource for stock photography. I contribute my photos to it sometimes. So it's like a community of people who are like, hey, if you just want to use my photos, like, no worries, just here you go. So I have like 10 on there that I'm like, okay, yeah, you can use some of my photos too, because it's a really generous resource. So if you want to get on there, I really love Unsplash. So I'm just going to make it big, make it the size. And to do that, I just hit Control T and it brings up my transform palette. And then when I'm good with the size and the positioning, I'll hit enter. And I'm going to come down over here back to the layers palette, and I'm just going to click that and drag that and move it down. And that way I have this. So it's a little bit more custom than, what we started with. So going back to the start, let's say that you wanted to have a white background and have the clouds be the overlay for the text. You'll come back to the layers palette and do a new layer, and drag it down just like we did. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to pick a color, maybe like, I don't know, a very light purple. And I'm going to hit G for the paint bucket tool right here. And I'm going to dye that background purple. So already that looks super cute. I'm going to choose the move tool, and I'm going to move, I'm going to move the clouds over again. I'm going to Control T and make it as big as the text. And if you come over here on the right, you'll see 3 different layers. So there's the text, the clouds, and the purple. I'm going to move the clouds up top, and I'm going to right click and go to create clipping mask. And now you'll see that the clouds are the overlay of the text. So it kind of adds like a little bit of like a textural dreamy effect to it. And you can do this with, here's like a gold overlay that looks super cute. I'm going to hit Control T to transform it. I'm going to right click and go to rotate 90 degrees. And then I'm just going to make it bigger. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. You'll see the gold is on top. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to create clipping mask. And now the text has like this gold overlay. And you can maybe choose a different color. Maybe like a seafoam green. So it's like, I don't know, that looks like Ariel now. Hey. I wonder what this like water would look like. Maybe. Yeah, that's cute too. You can like, I don't know, that's a little bit too much for me. Like it feels a little bit too busy. So what you can do is over here, you have 4 layers now: the seafoam green, the water, the text, and the gold. And you can lower the opacity here of the seafoam green or the water to let a little bit more of the seafoam green below it show. So like now it looks a little bit more subtle. So that can also be pretty, something like that. And these are like the same 2 principles, like either a color overlay over the text or an image overlay over the text, and then just whatever background you want. So that also looks awesome. So reverting back, I'm going to try one more. So this is like very nature wild type thing. So you can do something like that. Maybe, how would this look? We see this on Pinterest a lot. I'm going to do a color overlay on the text, and I'm just going to go white. So that looks awesome too. This kind of thing. Maybe we could do, this could be the text overlay, just like that. And then this could be our background. I'm not sure if that will look a little bit busy. You have to click and drag it down. Something like that. When you see the text is too light up here, it's because that's the sky in this image. So what I'm going to do is select that particular image. I'm going to hit Control T, and I'm just going to drag it up. And that way it's a little bit more uniform. If that's too busy, like again, you can lower the opacity. You'll have to put a new background layer and dye it like white. So G. So there, now you can see we have a white layer here, the leaf layer here, the text layer here, and then this image up here, and that's what creates this look. So there you go. You can use color overlay, you can use clipping masks, you can be mindful of your layers and just create something that looks and feels good to you. And there's a lot of different things and ways that you can customize it, and hopefully you can also apply this in like your typical designs, like if you're designing a thank you card for your clients or art for your home, whatever, I don't know, whatever you're designing. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you want to download this free printable, please go to denisecaris.com. Up at the top, you'll click on blog, and then you'll see a spot at the top that says freebies, and you can download all of my freebies there. I have quite a few, so enjoy, and we'll talk to you later.